Hi guys, welcome to another beer review. Once again, this is one of the beers from Beer 52, the Indy-Man-Beer-Con 2017 box. If you want to get your own box or any of the other boxes coming up in the next few months, then I'm going to put my link down below so you can get yourselves a nice discount. And yeah, not going to harp on about that, even though I said that in the last Beer 52 video and then ended up talking about Beer 52, but yeah, I'm enjoying the beers that I've had so far, and if you're intrigued, you can try it for a month, get yourself some really cheap beers and have a good time. So today we're venturing over to the Buxton Brewery again, and this is by far one of the nicest looking labels I've ever seen. It's just so simple but lovely at the same time, isn't it? I love the colour scheme, I love the illustration style. You can't really see it, but like just the lovely little detail and the fucking chavvy music playing outside. Happy days. But yeah, just absolutely wonderful stuff. And from what I've seen, the labels from Buxton always seem to be absolutely lovely, and if I can find out who the designer is or which designers they use, going to give them a big shout out in the description box down below, because you know that I like a nicely designed label. But yeah, so this is the Pale, which I'm guessing is part of like a series that they do, and this is the Citra, Ekuanot and Victoria's Secret version. How fantastic does that sound? And yeah, this was bottled on the 10th of August 2017 and has a best before date of the 10th of February 2018. So it's approaching about less than 2 months old, this beer. So yeah, I'm not going to complain about that level of freshness. But yeah, very excited for this one. I'm really enjoying all the newer IPAs and pale ales now, especially when they're taking that big, you know, like Trillium and Treehouse other half sort of influence, because when I was in Germany, didn't really have access to too many of them. So now that I'm back in the UK, it seems I have all these beers in abundance. So we'll pour it in and see what we get. And I'm already loving the look of this beer. So when we hold it up to the light, let me just give myself some better lighting. Destroying the video, just give me a minute while I check out this. Yeah, that is hazy as hell, you can't see through that at all. Lovely cloud of particulates in the centre of the glass. In fact, the viewfinder on my phone, or the screen, as a normal people would say, as a normal person would say, is actually a really good representation of what I saw when the light was on. It's a lovely, bold, orangey colour, and yeah, it just looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? Lovely lacing on the rim of that glass. Speaking of which, let me give you the ABV, 5.2%. So let's give it a bit of a swirl and spill it everywhere and see what we get in the aroma. Lovely citrusy, lemony, big hit of grapefruit. Has like that slight passion fruit aroma to it. Mango, peach. Just lovely tropical fruit juice aromas. Has that like sort of like tropical fruit smoothie to it. And then you have just a tiny hint of like that sometimes sort of like caramelized onions playing in the background, so it doesn't just become too overtly sweet. But yeah, it's just so lovely and fragrant. It's not really punchy or anything like that, but it's so vibrant and robust in the aroma. And again, if they ever made a Yankee Candle that smelled like this, I'd be all over that. Just one of those beers you could just smell. Very summery as well. It just smells lovely. Let's give it a taste. Cheers, guys. That's lovely. That is hitting the spot right now. I'm not sure if they've used like lactose or oats in this, but it's got a lovely body to it. And of course the writing is too small. Yeah, they used oats in this. And it shines through because that body is just absolutely wonderful. It's not like heavy or anything like that, but it's just so full-bodied and so velvety. And that gentle carbonation just helps it disperse around the palate. Lovely big hit of grapefruit bitterness on the back end. But it's just fruit, and then a little bit more fruit. It's just so well balanced. I've got to go in for another. So I can't stop drinking it. It's really, really nice. Let's see what we get when we pour the rest in. Excuse me. But yeah, how pretty is that? Look at that, absolutely wonderful. Oh. Yeah, it's just like, it's mango chutney and you've like drizzled like a nice juicy lemon on top of it. Very slightly piney, and that mixes in nicely with the grapefruit bitterness on the back end. You know, it's not shouting out of the glass, it's not, what word am I looking for? It's not in your face or anything like that, but it's so bold nonetheless. Excuse me. And just devastatingly drinkable. Yeah, I'm almost finished with this beer already, and you're not feeling it. It's one of those ones you could just get into so much trouble with a beer like this, and I'd happily get into trouble if I could session on this all day. You're getting all those hops in there, but it's not too acidic. Citrusy, but it's not too acidic. It's so vibrant as well, but like mellow at the same time. It's like, it's a bit, you know, mature, if that makes sense. It's not like, you know, young blood, you know, trying to shock people and get attention. It's just beautifully balanced, and I think that's the key with a beer like this. Those hops have been executed beautifully. That body is just absolutely bang on for me. And yeah, so far this has been the best beer from the box, and I can't pick out any faults from it. I really can't. It's just, you know, it's up there with one of the best beers that I've had this year. And yeah, Buxton have done an absolutely wonderful job with it. I should really savour that, but I know I won't. I know, like, pretty much 10 minutes after this review's gone, this will be gone. You know what I mean? It's just amazing how they can craft beers like this, and you just chug them back as if it was literally like a glass of juice. It's wonderful stuff. And it's, you know, the perfect example of why I love craft beer, because you get the craft on the label. As pretentious and as hipsterish as I sound right now, you know, it's in your, you know, it's bold, it makes you want to drink it, and thankfully the actual beer inside the bottle lives up, if not exceeds, the artwork. So it's that's what I love about this hobby. And hopefully I can save that label, because I just love that design. I love the simplicity of it. I love the colour scheme. It's just, it's fantastic. This is why I love craft beer. And a big thank you to Beer 52 for letting me try this one, or giving me the opportunity to try it, I should say. And yeah, if I was ever at a bottle shop and I saw another bottle of this one, I'd happily pick it up because it's just a lovely, lovely beer. So I think it's no surprises then that this is a 10 out of 10 review from me. And like I said, one of the best beers that I've had this year. And we've got some potential corkers left in the box, but that is a lot to live up to. And I've still got 2 more Buxton beers here. And I think I've even got like one of their stouts tucked away, which I might save for review 500, is it? Or is it 400? I can't remember. Anyway. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, and it's going to be a lovely bridge. Let's not lie, it's going to be a lovely drunken bridge, and I'm probably going to fall off into the river underneath of indulgent beer. Yeah, forever a wordsmith, am I right? But yeah, if you tried this one, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. Am I overselling this? Have they got better beers? Is this actually a seasonal range of beers that they do? Are you a fan of Buxton? Just hit me up in all the comments down below. Check out Buxton. Check out my Buxton playlist. Check out my Pale Ale playlist. Check out Beer 52. Check out my link to get yourself a nice discount. If any of my friends or fellow beer tubers have reviewed this one, their reviews will be included down below as well. And yeah, I hope you join me next time for another beer review. So I'm going to absolutely demolish this one and then instantly regret it. See you later, guys. Cheers.